Well, religious education is a compulsory subject in the national curriculum. All schools have to teach it. There's quite a complicated system whereby, instead of there being a national syllabus for RE, there are things called Standing Advisory Committees on Religious Education, which are local committees, SACRAs for short, and they're responsible for drawing up the RE curriculum. So there'll be one in Birmingham, or one in Surrey, or one in every local area, and it's their job to provide a sort of a shared understanding of what should be taught. Most RE syllabuses include a study of other faiths, but Church of England and Roman Catholic schools obviously place a particular emphasis on their faith, and that's one of the reasons why, for example, I've chosen a Church of England school for my children, because I want them to grow up, obviously deciding what they want to believe, but being aware of Christian tradition and doctrine. But normally with RE, people are certainly taught about the basic tenets and principles of Christianity, but they're also given an understanding of what is involved with other faiths as well.
So just following on that point, does this mean that councils in Bradford and Bethnal Green can emphasise Islam as their principal religion and perhaps give them a bit of Christianity because they've got to?
Well, the Birmingham is one area that I know particularly well. And Birmingham is a very young city with a very large population from lots of different minorities, and the committee there that's drawn it up is led by a Christian gentleman called Guy Horden, and he's done it in consultation with the other faith groups, because what one often finds is that it's people in other faith groups who respect faith more than some people who've got a radically critical attitude towards religion. And so you will find that in places like Birmingham, the work of someone like Guy has been more energetically supported by people from Muslim or Hindu or Sikh backgrounds than some people who are not religious. And it's also the case that Church of England schools are very popular with parents from minority ethnic backgrounds and minority faith backgrounds, because they think in a Church of England school, faith of all kinds will be valued, and the ethos and the standards of discipline and the respect for others will be better. So in all the situations that I've come across, that hasn't arisen. It's also the case that every school will be inspected sooner or later by Ofsted, and they have, as school inspectors, the role of looking after the education of making sure that schools satisfy the requirement to oversee the spiritual, moral and cultural development of children. And that means that if there were any school that were being run by extremists of any faith, or people who were trying to indoctrinate people to be opposed to British values, that would be noticed. And then the final thing is, one of the decisions that I took as Secretary of State for Education was to set up something called the Preventing Extremism Unit in the Department for Education, because we were worried that there were some private schools and some after-school organisations that were spreading exactly the sort of extremist views that that both of us would object to, and they've been working hard to make sure that that doesn't happen, and they've got the support of people who used to work in MI5 and in the police in order to ensure that we take this very seriously.